हेलो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, हेलो माय डियर मास्टर्स। तो आज आपका फिर से स्वागत है इस आशा फाउंडेशन पे, जहां हम लोग बहुत प्यारा विजडम ले रहे हैं, कम्युनिकेशन विद योर नेचर एंड एनिमल्स गॉड। तो इसमें से आज हमारा टॉपिक है हाउ टू कम्युनिकेट विद योर पावर एनिमल। तो इस विजडम को ग्रहण करने से पहले थोड़ी देर ध्यान करते हैं। ध्यान की अवस्था में बैठ जाएंगे सभी मास्टर्स, आंखें बंद करके, लेग्स क्रॉस, फिंगर्स क्रॉस, बिल्कुल ढीला शरीर। 1। धीरे धीरे वापस आ जाएंगे मास्टर्स। दोनों हाथों को अपनी आंखों पे रखेंगे और धीरे धीरे हाथ उठाते हुए अपनी आंखों को खोलेंगे। और इस प्यारी सी विजडम को लेने के लिए तैयार हो जाएंगे। सबसे पहले हम पितामह पत्री सर, आशा मैम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देते हैं इस बेहद प्यारी विजडम के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच आशा मैम, जिन्होंने रोज हमारे लिए इतना प्यारा प्यारा विजडम जो लेके आ रही हैं। तो आज इसमें हमारा कम्युनिकेशन विद नेचर एंड एनिमल गॉड्स में से कम्युनिकेशन विद योर पावर एनिमल है। तो मास्टर्स, आज का सेशन भी बहुत सुंदर सेशन होने वाला है, तो प्लीज ध्यान से देखें इसको।
लगता है मेरे मैसेजेस ना बटरफ्लाई समझती है, मुझे लगता है मेरे मैसेजेस ततैया समझता है, मुझे लगता है मेरी बातें हवा समझती है। और ऐसे मैंने बहुत बार ट्राई किया, हवा को बोला भाई तुम तो वहां जाते होंगे, वो गाना है ना एरी ए तितली, आपसे हम सुनते हैं तो वाया किसी व्यक्ति के द्वारा बताने वाले उनका फिर से वापस स्वागत करती हूँ। Thank you for coming. Deep gratitude. And yes, Sophia जी, आप बताइए। पहले तो सोल कंट्रास्ट के बारे में प्लीज बताइए जी। जी आशा जी, आई एम सो डिलाइटेड एंड सो हैप्पी, और अच्छा लग रहा है बहुत। एंड महसूस हो रहा है कि हमारे सबके पावर एनिमल्स इधर है, हमारे सबके पेट्स इधर है। Everybody is here, our ancestors, our ascended masters, everyone's here, and deep gratitude to them. So I'll just open sacred space, shamanic sacred space एक बार खोल लेंगे और सबको invite कर लेंगे। Shampa, you will also accompany me. Yes, please. Yes, please. So we'll start, and so we are just opening our sacred space. Just opening our sacred space. We call upon the winds of the south. Dear Sachamama, Mother Sachamama, Sister Sachamama, Mother Serpent, help us to walk with beauty on this earth. Help us to shed all that we do not need for our soul evolution, the way you shed your skin. Aho, thank you. We call upon the winds of the west. Dear Mother Jaguar, Sister Jaguar, help us to walk with graciousness and beauty on this earth, to walk towards death and beyond death fearlessly. No fear to cross any realm, because we know we are in the power of the Spirit. Aho. Call upon the winds of the north. Dear hummingbird, Mother hummingbird, Sister hummingbird, help us to drink from the nectar of life. Help us to see what is beautiful. Let us go beyond all imagination. Aho. We call upon our ancestors, all those who sat by the fireside, who are still sitting there with us, at our backs, all those who have gone and from where we started our lineage. With deep respect and gratitude, we invite you here, ancient ones. Aho. We call upon our children and their children and those not yet born. We would like to leave a beautiful and wonderful earth for you. Help us, send us your beautiful unborn energies, because we are never born and we never die. You are all there, all the generations to come. Help us create a beautiful earth, a home. We call upon the winds of the east, Mother Condor, Sister Condor. Look at us, dear eagle. Help us to fly wing to wing with the Great Spirit. Give us the power of your flight and your sight. Oh, we call upon Mother Earth, Janani Ma. Hold us in your bosom. Help us to take care of you and your beauty and your creation, Mother. We know we are so safe. आपकी गोद में हम बहुत 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 महफूज है माँ. Gratitude. We call upon Father Sky. We call upon the sun. Give us your blessing, the warmth. Help us to breathe with beauty. We call upon all the star nations. Look down in brightness. We call upon all the galaxies and planets. Be there with us. We call upon all of our animals, our ancients, our guides, our spirit masters, our ascended masters, our deities, Father God, Mother God, Goddess, the Source, Great Spirit, you who is known by 1,000 names, the unknowable one. We call upon you to bless us with your presence. We know you are all here in this sacred space, our home. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So with this beautiful opening of sacred space, we know we are so protected, so loved, so held by the universe, by the Great Spirit, and all that is within. And today, we are going to talk about those beautiful beings who are so much a part of our life. For a shaman, power animals have always been a part of their life. Wild animals have always been a part of their life. But something which is not known much is the animals who are a part of our everyday life, not in energy, but in physical form. And as we are surrounded by our power animals, animal guides, the wild ones in the forest who look out for us, we are here in this space, in our homes, with our beautiful animal friends. And why did they come to us? Well, friends, यही एक सुंदर चीज है जो हमें जाननी है. ये मूक जो है, जो इंसान की भाषा बात नहीं करते, लेकिन हमारे बीच की एक भाषा है जो प्रेम की भाषा है, जो नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन की बातें हैं. ये हमारे बीच डेवलप होती हैं, हमें समझ में आती हैं. और जब एक जानवर या पक्षी या एक इंसेक्ट एक इंसान की आंखों में देखता है और उनके बीच में एक विंडो खुल जाती है, इट इज द विंडो ऑफ द सोल, और उसके द्वारा हमको सब समझ में आ जाता है. तो फ्रेंड्स, आज हम बात करेंगे अपने पेट्स के बारे में जो हमारे ब्यूटीफुल साथी हैं, और बात करेंगे वो वाइल्ड वंस के बारे में जो कभी कभी हमारे पास आते हैं, चले जाते हैं, अपने प्यार को दिखाते हैं, थोड़ी देर अपनी ब्यूटी दिखाते हैं और चले जाते हैं, चाहे जंगलों में, चाहे पहाड़ों में, या हमारे पेड़ों पर. और एक जो है हमारे पावर एनिमल, स्पिरिट गाइड्स. और हम तीनों के बारे में बात करेंगे और देखेंगे किस तरह से ये हमारे जीवन को इम्पैक्ट करते हैं. तो 2006 में मेरे बेटे कैप्टन समीर रॉय चौधरी की शहादत हो गई. वह अमर हो गए, और उन्होंने मुझे बताया था कुछ महीने पहले कि मम्मा तुम्हारे लिए एक सरप्राइज है. तो मैंने पूछा था क्या, तो वो बोला है कि हमारा पहला जो एनिमल फ्रेंड है वो चले गया है, तो एक छोटे ने बोला मैं तुम्हारे साथ जाता हूँ. तो मैंने बोला वो छोटा कहाँ है? तो बोलते वो तो मणिपुर की जंगलों में है. तो ऐसे वो तो जंगली होगा। तो बोलता बिल्कुल जंगली है। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, इतनी ठंडी, इतने ब्यूटीफुल मौसम से वो कहीं यहाँ पर आके रहेगा कंक्रीट जंगल में? तो बोलता है मम्मा यू कैन मेक इट हैपन विथ लव। बट फ्रेंड्स, आई वांट टू टेल यू, ये उसके साथ नहीं आया, समीर के साथ नहीं आया। ये बहुत बाद में आया, 3 महीने के बाद, जब वो पैदा हुआ था, जब समीर ने बताया था। और ये बच्चा वो जंगल में था अपने फैमिली के साथ। ही वॉज अ न्यू बॉर्न बेबी विथ हिज सिबलिंग्स एंड हिज फादर लकी। जब समीर की को वीरगति को प्राप्त हो गए और उन्होंने उसको महसूस किया, वो पेन को, वो ब्लड को, वो इनकाउंटर को। और इनके जो बम्बल के पिताजी थे, जो मेरे बेटे के गाइड, साथी और प्रोटेक्टर थे, उन्होंने कई दिन खाना नहीं खाया, ना पानी पिया, और वो ग्रीव कर रहे थे। तो इस तरह से शायद उनके फैमिली में भी ये ग्रीविंग, जैसे हम जब ग्रीव करते हैं हमारे साथ वो एनर्जी जाती है। तो ये कोई अनस्पोकन सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हुआ लकी और ये बेटे के बच्चे के बीच में कि वो तो चले गया लेकिन तुम्हें तो जाना है। You have to travel 3 nights and 3 days and go wherever you were supposed to go. And that little one traveled from the jungles of Manipur to the jungles of Hyderabad, concrete jungles. And he came to us one day. And I want to tell you friends, हम इतने दुखी थे। जितना भी सोल नॉलेज, सोल विजडम, सोल जर्नीज एक इंसान ने की होती है, लेकिन फिर भी एक परिवार को अपना लव्ड वन जब खोता है, दुख बहुत होता है। समझ में आता है लेकिन दुख तो बहुत होता है। और ये दुख का निवारण करने के लिए ये बच्चा आया। और जब आया तो हमारे को झंझोड़ के रख दिया, भागो ऊपर नीचे इधर उधर, लीव योर बेड, गेट आउट, मूव, look after me. And he would be up to so many antics and we had to be literally on our toes. And this is how the journey started कि तुम और ग्रीव नहीं कर सकते, तुम्हें आगे बढ़ना है। मैं आया हूं ना तुम्हारे लिए। I'm carrying all the love and energies of your son. How can you sleep? You can't sleep, mama. And उसने अडॉप्ट कर लिया मुझे, मैं उसकी मम्मा थी। और वो बिल्कुल भालू, शेर, बेर, जो भी आप बोलो, he was very ferocious as in he was a जंगली जानवर। हमें बहुत चेष्टा करके उसको अपने पास रखना पड़ा as an environment। और till the day he passed, he would never allow without our permission anyone to even cross the gate, leave aside, come inside। And he used to sleep across my door and he used to protect। Now the journey went on, he became older, he became very old। And friends, one day he was very sick, his kidneys failed after 12 years। After 12 years, he was very sick, he could hardly walk, he had almost stopped eating। We called the vet, he says, इसके ज़्यादा दिन नहीं है, तो हम इसको यूथनेसिया कर देंगे। तो मैंने कहा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हम, ये तो एक वाइज बीइंग है, इसको हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, इसकी भी कोई मर्जी है। तो ही सेड कितना दुख वो सहेगा? तो मैंने कहा वो हमारे को बताएगा, he will tell us when he wants to go। And friends, I'm telling you, this journey was so beautiful। Towards the end, he stopped eating, he stopped going to excreting। He would just be sitting in one place, and when he would stand, he would fall, when he would stand, he would fall। He was in great pain, and I would lie down next to him and I would hold him and I would whisper loving things into his ears, and he would look into my eyes। He's saying something। मैंने लास्ट डे उसको मैं बोलती गई, बेटा आपको जो अच्छा लगता है वो करो, हम ये नहीं करा सकते वेट के पास से, लेकिन आपको दुखी भी नहीं देख सकते, आप बताओ क्या चाहिए। और जब मैंने वो पिक्चर जो आपने देखी है, हैंड, पॉ एंड हैंड, आई हेल्ड हिम एंड आई टोल्ड हिम टेल मी। And then he looked into my eyes and the communication passed and he said, Mama, I can't leave you। Wow। I can't leave you। I have been given the charge of taking care of you। Your son is not there। I will never leave you। And I said, Beta, Mama is now strong। It's 12 years। Mama is strong now। Mama can manage। You do what you want। Do you want to go? and he looks into my eyes and he doesn't say anything. And again he stands up. And again he falls. And I hold him close to my heart, and we are holding like this. And don't want him to get hurt. Then I lie down with him on the floor, holding his hand and hugging him. And, I kept telling him, it's okay to go. It's okay to go, beta. Mummy is strong. Mummy will manage. It's okay to go. And I want to tell you, some time before this, when he was on medication, I want to tell all you people, most of you are therapists, there is a way of communicating. They generally don't like medicines, animals, yes, and they will not have it easily. So when he used to get, very out of breath and would not take medicine and would fight, not because he had still having that power, he could still tear somebody apart, though he was so sick. And I would start breathing in his breath. I want to show you this. When an animal is disturbed and when he's not feeling good, please connect to his breath the way the breath workers do, and do this. First, you connect to his breath, and to calm him down, you reduce it and start doing this. और immediately वो शांत हो जाएगा, वो बिल्कुल आराम से अपने अंदर रह जाएगा, और आप बिल्कुल बिना कोई तकलीफ के उनको मेडिसिन दे पाएंगी, जो भी उनकी सेवा करनी है आप आराम से कर पाएंगे. सो ये एक चीज बहुत सुंदर है जो बम्बल ने मुझे सिखाया, कि जिस तरह से आप ब्रेथ वर्क करते हो, हमारा भी ब्रेथ वर्क है. आप सीखो मम्मा, अगर आपको मुझे कुछ मेरी सेवा करनी है, आप सीखो. और जब उनके लास्ट दिन आए, मैंने ब्रेथ वर्क किया उनके साथ, और एक दिन उन्होंने मना कर दिया. He refused when I was trying to make him eat some little small morsel of food, a little milk, and he said, he looked into my eyes and he did this. I said, okay, beta, you don't want it? And he did. And I said, okay. And again, I matched my breath, and he kept on doing it for a long time till he was tired, and slowly the breath became very gentle, and I held him and I slept on the ground. After some time, it was very cold. I covered him with my shawl, he used to love it, and I slept on the couch. And when I did this the last time, I could feel he's very quiet and he's journeying. And then I called all his master's guides, all our master's guides, and I said, thank you, Bumble, you have decided. And by the morning, he had journeyed away. And so what did I learn from this? What was this beautiful learning? This teacher had come. He was an ascended master. When Dr. Newton heard about it, he said, he's an ascended. कुछ भी हो जाए, मैं तो तेरे को छोड़ के नहीं जाता. Till you say जाओ, अब जाओ. So ये मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहती हूँ. और इसके साथ ही बम्बल की एक मेट थी, वो भी मणिपुर से आई थी बाद में. छोटी थी, मेरे हस्बैंड से बहुत प्यार करती थी, और उनको कार्डियक अरेस्ट हो गया जब मेरे जब उनकी सर्जरी हुई, उस दिन उसने कुछ नहीं खाया. सर्जरी के दूसरे दिन जब मैं घर आई, मुझे बताया गया इसने खाया नहीं. मैंने उसको खाना दिया, वो खाने के पास गई और उल्टी गिर गई, and she passed away. And after some time, I was told she just passed away. Healthy, beautiful, running in full of health. And I came to know from the hospital, he's recovering so fast. He's recovering so fast. My God. And then I understood what our ancients used to tell. All the ancients used to tell this. You also must have heard कि जब एक एनिमल किसी ह्यूमन के बहुत पास होता है, वो अपने लाइफ देकर वो हील करता है. I have seen many other cases, but in my life I've seen a tabby cat of my neighbor who has done this. It is a beautiful energy. It is what greater love a person can have than to give the life for his friend. That Christ said, But what greater love a beast can have, an animal can have, that he give his life for his friend. And this is one. And from here,
सोफिया, ये बात हमने भी सुनी है, देखा भी है, लेकिन ये बात कहीं ना कहीं मेरे को हर्ट करती है. मुझे लगता है
करती है, बहुत
क्योंकि मतलब ये लगता है कि इंसान तो कैसे जानवर को छोड़ता नहीं है, वो इतने काम आता है, उसको खा लेता है, नॉन वेज भी बनता है, कितना करता है, वो अपनी
माँ की जैसे, वो जानवर एक माँ की जगह में आ जाता है.
तो मुझे हर्ट होता है कहीं ना कहीं जब लोग बोलेंगे अपनी ग्रह उतारने के लिए
हर्ट होता है.
काले कुत्ते को रोटी दे दो, गाय को ये दे दो, और वो बेचारे वो एनिमल्स है, वो मुंह भी नहीं लगा रहे, उस रोटी को भी नहीं खा रहे, क्योंकि तुम्हारे ऊपर है. तुम्हें अपना राहु केतु उतारना है, तो अंडरस्टैंड ना व्हाट इज राहु एंड व्हाट इज केतु.
Yes,
वो बेचारे जानवर को, it really hurts me.
Very hurtful. I didn't have the guts to tell my husband,
Yeah.
I was so tired. I didn't sleep for 2 nights. I was holding Coco and I don't know. And I told her, you became his mother, Coco. You became his mother. What can I do? I can't do anything. You chose this. Yeah. And I held her till somebody had to take. And all my pets are buried in my garden.
Yeah.
And you know what? When he came back and he was well, and early morning, sometime Brahma Muhurat, I get up and meditate. And at times I would hear the tick-tock of her nails. The way she used to go. And I said, Coco, you came to tell me you're fine? And there would be silence. Twice it happened. And I said, thank you, dear friend. You came to tell me you're fine. It was such a shock. Wouldn't believe, जो अभी खेल रही है, भाग रही है, मुझे इतना वेलकम किया, मेरा मुंह चाटा, और फिर, she went away. She was waiting to hear what happened. Did Daddy survive that operation? Daddy did. It's okay. I was there with him. I was guarding him. I was there, and it's okay for me. So, it's very painful, because at some time the animal becomes your mother.
Yeah.
It becomes a mother. It has no other relationship. It's your mother. And they teach us like this. And we have had these, sometimes they are karmic connections. As in, they would have been with you many lifetimes.
Yes.
Like I have this female cobra, she has been with me many lifetimes. And she has guided me, and during all my past life regression studies with Dr. Newton and my own research, I know she's there in my life. And she's there till now. And whenever I have a problem, I call her and she answers in my dream. That is her way of answering. Exactly to the point, she will give the solution. Now, I'll just give you an example is when my grandchild was born, and there were many people coming who were not suitable to take care and had to go back to work. And I asked her, Mother, what can I do? I'm at a wit's end. My husband was sick. I took leave. Now this child, I can't take any more leave. I need to go back to work. But there is no one to take care. And you know what she did? She circled her body around the gate, around my gate. She circled it so many times, and she told me, nobody you don't want will come inside. And in my dream, I thanked her. When I got up, I thanked her. And that morning at 7:30, one lovely young girl comes with her father, a Bengali girl who we know. He says, मैं अपनी बच्ची को आपके पास छोड़ रहा हूँ. आप इसकी देखभाल करना. कुछ काम नहीं है, सिर्फ रहना है, क्योंकि मैं नहीं हूँ, सब कुछ है, खाना बनाने वाला, बट सिर्फ रहना है, रहने के लिए एक अच्छा इंसान, like a dove. She was in white with lovely, beautiful 16-17 girl. He said, मैं आपके पास छोड़ रहा हूँ, दीदी आप देखभाल कर लेना. बस, this is the way our power animals will come. They have the good of हमारा हित हर समय उनके पास है, हर समय. एंड थेरेपी में मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ, एक यंग लॉयर थी, उसको बहुत अब्यूज हुआ था, बचपन से अब्यूज हुआ था, सेक्सुअल अब्यूज, और बहुत तकलीफ में थी, और उसकी पूरी इनर चाइल्ड बहुत ही परेशान थी, बहुत ही दुखी थी, और उसने बहुत सारी थेरेपीज करी, और लास्ट में आई, बोलती है मैं अब और कहीं नहीं जा सकती, आप मेरे साथ काम करे तो करे, नहीं तो मैं I give up. And she has also given up on love, on relationships, on her family, on her parents. She's given up almost on life. And then we start working shamanic, and बहुत सारा कुछ होने के बाद, she used to get panic attacks, and she used to shout and scream in the night. And then one day, it just came to me when I was meditating for her before she came to me. And these power animals, that's why I sent Shampa this picture. All these came to me and they said, did you call us? I said, yes. I didn't call all the babies. I was only calling the big powerful ones. Did you call us? She is having an inner child problem. You have to call children. I said, in deep respect, I bow deeply to you. And when this lady came, and she's very fond of shamanic, we did a lot of shamanic work. And I said, today we will call a constellation. The constellation which comes to your mind when you go on the journey. And she got these baby animals and she was surrounded them, and also she got Krishna. And they held her and held her and held her, and she kept taking their energy. And when the journey was over, she was sleeping like a baby. I had to wake her up after quite some time, and that was the last day of the panic attack which she had from childhood.
Wonderful.
Wow.
So it is so amazing, you know, because वो लोग है, लेकिन हमने उनको नहीं बुलाया, और तब उन्होंने बोला कि बुलाओ, you call us. And then the next one, what I would like to point out to you is how these animals, the wild ones give us the wisdom of things that human beings have forgotten. We celebrate Friendship Day,
Right.
but how deep into friendship are we?
Yes.
And that was the lesson which my family and me had to get. And this beautiful energy,
Yes. क्या हुआ?
should be,
Yes, yes, please.
and this beautiful energy was to be given to the world. Okay, today world is celebrating Friendship Day, but what is it?
Yes.
And then it was early morning. My children, it was a holiday too. It was a Sunday, I think. And they live upstairs and I'm downstairs. And my grandson said, Nanu, okhane ekta chotto raven pode geche. And I ran out and see this little one is all bent, feathers and all, and it's on that side. And then the wall is high, and the passerby also was watching. I said, Bhaiya jara de do. And I took this raven, and this is the picture that you're seeing. In my shawl, it was cold.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him and talking to this raven, and he was so dull, and uska yahan deep gash ho gaya tha. Bahut jor se. He fell from the tree and he got cut. And then since it was a Sunday, vets were not around. And then anyway, I called him and he said, मेरे clinic में थोड़ी देर के बाद तो कोई आएगा कुछ सामान लेने, तुम जाओ. So when I went there, nobody was there. There was one assistant. He said, मैं थोड़ा स्प्रे मार सकता हूँ, लेकिन आपको डॉक्टर के लिए वेट करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, स्प्रे मार दो. लेकिन ब्लड निकल रहा है. मैंने कोशिश कर रही हूँ, क्या करूँ. He said, थोड़ा ब्लड बंद हो जाएगा. Then started the beautiful unfolding of a tribal drama.
Okay.
Now again, I took him into my sacred space, made him near the altar, called all his power animals, his ancients, his uncles and aunties and parents, and you won't believe, after some time there was a huge cawing. Ka. Pura bhar gaya mera background. This whole of my backyard was full of crows, all circling on trees and cawing. And this little one, he wanted to be left. He doesn't want to be in the lap. And I'm telling you, dear friends, in deep humility, ये जो जर्नी थी, हमने 3-3.5 घंटे देखी. हमने अपना सब काम छोड़ दिया. And we came inside to give respect to this, because we didn't want to be intruders into this energy. They were cawing, and he was falling and dropping and standing and dropping and flying, and was so much pain, excruciating pain हुआ होगा उसको. फिर वो पॉट्स के पास चला गया, फिर उसमें धक्के खाए, फिर थक गया. फिर मैंने कोशिश किया उठाने के लिए कुछ पानी. He fluttered out of man, and I understood, नहीं, don't disturb his journey. And somewhere Dr. Newton came to my mind, and he said, हर इंसान की जितनी भी डिफिकल्ट जर्नी होती है, हम उसके अंदर इंटरफियर नहीं कर सकते. That's his karmic journey or her karmic. And then Dr. Newton, I felt, was talking to me, and I said, okay, master, if you say so. It's so painful. And then I could feel him talking in my heart saying, it's okay, the pain will go.
Wow.
And we sat back, and 3.5 hours, I'm telling you, the journey, वो बस सिर्फ कोशिश कर रहा था. कितना थक गया होगा वो भगवान को मालूम है. And finally he stood up and he leant against, ऐसे करके टेढ़ा होके वो कुछ उसने किया. It's there in the blog if somebody wants to see all the pictures. And he was supporting himself, and he was very still. Then I thought he died. I thought he's gone to healing light, because there is just no कुछ भी नहीं है उसके अंदर. हम कुछ नहीं देख सकते, दूर से तो नहीं देख सकते. मैं स्लोली उसके पास गई तो भी मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगा कि उसके अंदर जान है. और then we waited for some more time. What should we do? We just waited. And then I sent him a telepathic message. If you are alive, will you let me know? I'm so sorry for your journey and I'm so helpless, but will you let me know if you're alive? And after a little while, I could feel something in his wing that broken. His one wing was bent. It might not be broken, but एक गिर गया था, इस तरह से था. और जब ऐसा कुछ एक हिलना लगा. And my grandson was there, right? He was throughout this journey. And he said, Nanu, he's not dead. I said, he's not dead. And we waited, and for a long time, he was, it is like meditating and getting your prana back. He was breathing his prana back, but the coin didn't stop. It was like, buddy, come on, you can do it, fly, get up, fly. कितना 3 घंटा क्रोज बोल सकते हैं, मैंने कभी नहीं सुना मेरे लाइफ में. लास्ट में वो फड़फड़ाया, फिर गिर गया. तो हमने फिर देखा ये क्या हो रहा है, फिर फड़फड़ाया, फिर गिर गया. सडनली वो फड़फड़ाया और कंपाउंड वॉल तक गया और फिर गिर गया. And then we said, we all came and stood quite far. We wanted to see. We knew in our heart it's a miracle. And then the last flight was he flew with his bent wing. This is how he flew, He was flying and the coin changed. It was like a chorus. It was a different kind. It was no longer anxious and come on. It was like, come on, fly, come on. And there was this huge big constellation with them flying round and round and round. इसको बीच में रख के. Wow. ये एक dipped wing के साथ fly कर रहा था, इस तरह से, ऐसा dip. He was not like this. And he flew and he went away. And that was the end. It was afternoon by the time. We all fell down on the ground and we thanked the universe and we thanked all our masters and all our angel beings, because this kind of a thing, we have to be blessed to get this lesson. And immediately I sat down and I wrote and I told Dr. Newton, he said, we must put it in the magazine and people should know. What I'm trying to say, friends, is हमारे wild जो आते हैं ना, हमारे को सिखाने आते हैं. Any wild creature comes to give us, messages of love. What is that friendship day? This is friendship. This is your tribe. This is your support. We never give up on people we love. We encourage them, but we don't interfere in their journey. Not a single crow came and sat next to him. Not a single raven came and sat, but they all were there. And they took him away. So this is about this. And so, friends, I want to tell you कि ये क्यों आते हैं हमारी लाइफ में, स्पेशली जो हमारे घर में रहते हैं, हमारे पास क्यों आते हैं. ये हमारे को मिरर्स दिखाने आते हैं. जैसे हमारे सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अपने स्पाउस के साथ, अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड सिबलिंग्स के साथ, बच्चों के साथ होते हैं, कोलीग्स के साथ होते हैं, उसी तरह हम प्री बर्थ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स करते हैं इनके साथ. कि ये जब मैं अगर पेशेंस लर्न करना चाहती हूँ, तो आई वुड आस्क समबडी इन माय सोल ग्रुप, I want to learn patience in this lifetime. Who will be volunteering? And somebody says, I have to learn the other side of patience because I had been dealt with very cruelly. So I want to learn what it is, what is that energy. So we make a soul contract. But the one who comes as an animal into our life comes to show us this also. When we are aggressive, you will see that your animal is aggressive.
Yes.
And we'll wonder, why is he aggressive? Because he is taking your energy and showing you the mirror. When you are lethargic and dull, your animal starts behaving lethargic and dull to show you the mirror. He wants you to jump, like how Bumble came to our life. Enough of mourning. 3 months you have mourned. You are not getting up your bed even on a Sunday. You need to get up. You need to work. You need to run. You need to play. You need to share with the world the beauty. And then, or they come to us when our relationships are not working. Our animal के साथ हम उसको घर लाए, वो अपने आप आ गया, हम उसके साथ एक रिलेशनशिप नहीं बना पा रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमने किसी के साथ रिलेशनशिप नहीं बनाई. हमारे कोई किसी के साथ हमारी अनबन है, हमारे somebody who is very close to us, we are not able to manage. So he or she is coming to my life to show me, settle your relationship. And as we settle in the relationship, our animal friend settles in his and mine. And there are umpteen things like this. Whenever something is happening with your animal friend at home, which is out of the ordinary, don't go to the vet first. First, sit down and communicate. Sit down in deep meditation. Either carry him or her in the lap, or make them sit near you. Or if they are very huge, just hug them. Like my Bumble was very huge. If he sits in my lap, I'll fall off. But I had to hug him, and I can sit in his lap. It's like that. And you ask them, what is it? What is it you want to tell me? And it will come inside. Go and look at what you have to learn. Go and repair what you have to repair, then come back to me. And this is what I want to tell you, friends, that all therapy, all anger, all management of our emotions, we can learn from our pets. We can learn from the ones in the wild. We can communicate and learn from these. Maybe that is the reason they are not able to speak to us. They don't want to speak a human language. We need to go in meditative states. We need to go from the soul windows. We need to go from another world to communicate with them. And then they will tell us. And they will also tell us what's happening to them.
मैं यहाँ पे सोफिया एक बात शेयर करना चाहूंगी, बहुत दिल के करीब है। मैं क्योंकि शाकाहार को प्रमोट करती हूँ नहीं बोलूंगी, क्योंकि आत्मा के करीब है, हमें इंसानों को अपने शाकाहार भोजन करना चाहिए। तो मैंने इंटेंशन दे रखी थी कि मेरे घर पे कोई नहीं आएगा, चाहे वो मेड है चाहे कोई भी है, अगर वो नॉनवेज खाता है या कुछ भी है, वो मेरे घर की एंट्री में नहीं करेगा, वो बाहर चला जाए। मीन्स वो एंटर नहीं कर सकता मेरे घर की दहलीज को, लांघ नहीं सकता। लेकिन क्या होता था कि मेरी जो बेस्ट फ्रेंड थी वो नॉन वेजिटेरियन थी, जो मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड थी, उसको मैं हमेशा समझाती थी कि सीमा प्लीज मत खाओ, ऐसा मत करो, देखो दूसरों को तकलीफ होती है। लेकिन वो मेरी बात कभी नहीं सुनती थी। और मेरी बचपन की फ्रेंड थी, बचपन की, स्कूल की, 7th 8th क्लास की। तो अभी मैंने इंटेंशन दे दी थी, बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग इंटेंशन, मेरे घर पे कोई नहीं आएगा, चाहे कोई भी है, मतलब आई वोंट अलाउ इवन अ सिंगल सोल, ऐसे करके। उस दिन क्या होता है, मेरी फ्रेंड दुबई से आई हुई थी और मेरी फ्रेंड घर पे आती है। अब उसको तो आने को, मुझे वो बोलती हमेशा कि आशा तुमने कोई इंटेंशन दे रखी है, मैं जब दिल्ली आती हूँ तुम्हारे पास आने का प्रोग्राम बनाती हूँ, प्रोग्राम कैंसिल हो जाता है। मैंने कहा नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। उस दिन क्या होता है, वो आ जाती है घर पे, मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाती। जैसे मैं इसको बाहर छोड़ने जा रही हूँ, मेरे गार्डन में एक मरी हुई चिड़िया आ जाती है कहीं से, एक डेड स्पैरो, और एकदम मैं देखती हूँ, मैंने कहा आज तक ऐसा नहीं हुआ, कोई मरा हुआ बर्ड मेरी डेड बॉडी में गार्डन में पड़ी है। तो एकदम मैं उसको बाहर छोड़ने जा रही हूँ, सीमा था उसका नाम, मैं उसको छोड़ने जा रही हूँ, उसकी तरफ देखते हुए कहती हूँ, अरे तुम कैसे आ गए यहाँ पे, तुम्हें किसने हर्ट किया? ऐसे बात करी, मेरे सोल बात करे, तुम यहाँ आके मरे हो, तुम्हारे यहाँ। तो पता है क्या बोलता है वो, उसकी डेड बॉडी क्या बोलती है, आज खूनी आया था घर में, आज मर्डरर आया था घर में, आज मर्डरर आया था घर में।
They have given their life to tell you that lesson.
या कहती है मर्डर, आज मर्डर आया था घर में, आज मर्डर आया था घर में। मैंने कहा कौन आया था जिसने तुमको मारा, कौन आया था जिसने तुमको मारा? ऑल ऑफ सडन मैं अपना फ्रेंड का चेहरा देखती हूँ कि जिसको तुम छोड़कर आ रही हो वो आया है तुम्हारे घर में, तुम उसको मना नहीं कर सकी। या फ्रेंड्स, मुझे बताना पड़ रहा है अपना एक्सपीरियंस, मुझे दुख के साथ बताना पड़ रहा है। मेरी अंदर
That's the message. That is the message.
जो पशु और पक्षियों को बहुत प्यार करता है, वो मोमेंट ऐसी थी कि मेरे हृदय से ये निकला कि सीमा मेरे घर कभी मत आना, सीमा मेरे घर कभी मत आना। मेरे अंदर एक दर्द भी था कि मेरी बचपन की फ्रेंड है और एक तरफ बर्ड है, लेकिन मैंने कहा नहीं मत आना, बस हो गया तेरा मेरा हिसाब किताब। फ्रेंड्स मैं क्या बोलूँ आपको, मुझे 3 महीने बाद पता चला उसको ब्रेन ट्यूमर हो गया है और बहुत जल्दी शी वेकेट द बॉडी। और मैंने यही प्रार्थना करी कि अब तुम नेक्स्ट लाइफ में जब भी आओ तो पशु पक्षियों को प्यार करने वाला सोल आना। तो इस तरह से करके मतलब कैसे आके उसने मुझे मैसेज दिया, लेकिन कहीं दिल पे हमें कठोर होकर ये फैसले लेने पड़ते हैं जब हमारे अपने वाले हम देखते हैं कि नहीं सुन रहे और वो लोग कुछ खा रहे हैं, तो एक हमारे लिए इम्तिहान हो जाता है, मेरे लिए एक इम्तिहान हो जाता है।
और ये चीज हमें ये पशु पक्षी सिखाते हैं एंड शमानिज्म सिखाता है, स्टैंड इन योर ट्रूथ। The truth might not be palatable we are not here to hurt people, but unless I stand in my truth, I can't be supporting you in your truth or
Yes.
supporting the truth of the world. So it is might be a difficult message, might be,
Yeah.
but they are all powerful messages and they teach us to stand in our truth.
Yeah.
Let us stand in our truth gently. That's all. We are not there to hurt. But if I negate my truth, there is something, then I have to start working with myself if I'm negating my truth. And we are always a work in progress. We have not finished learning. We will learn till the last day on earth. And आप जब गाय के बारे में बोल रही थी, I wanted to share with you what my teacher told me, that they had these beautiful furry cows, you know. And he said that he has done a lot of research on cows and he has farms, one of my teachers. And when you are sad, you might be anywhere, your cow is crying. He has seen it many times. When you are sad and upset and not in a good place, your cow will sit and start crying. You will see tears rolling down. So that's, you know, the deep, it could be with other animals too. I have seen deer. When I was in Dehradun, I have seen this with deer. And, you know, these deers used to roam wild in the army area. And if something had disturbed, if the environment was disturbed or something was not fine, you would find these deers with tears which were kind of crystallized also. I remember once touching, you know, and so I've grown up with these wild animals, as Shampa would have told you. And I was initiated by these Himachali shamans. 6 साल की लड़की को वो Himalayan stream के नीचे खड़ा कर दिया. And that is the initiation. And that's how the journey started. So what I'm saying is, ये बहुत feel करते हैं और आपके दिल के बहुत करीब होते हैं. So I think we have covered up most of everything. We could just take a very small
meditation, yes. But before that, just little
आज
bit.
शंपा
जी.
आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि ना ये दिन खत्म हो ना ये रात खत्म हो. मतलब मेरा मन ऐसा हो रहा है, विभा से इतना सुनो, सोफिया को तो छोड़ो ही ना. मतलब आई डोंट नो, मुझे इतनी खुशी हो रही है. आई एम सो हैप्पी. और मेरा मन कर रहा है ये जर्नी चलती रहे. आई एम फीलिंग सो हैप्पी. सो सोफिया ऐड मत करो, लंच बाद में करेंगे. कोई नहीं जाए.
बिल्कुल, लंच की कोई जल्दी नहीं.
बाय.
कोई जल्दी नहीं है.
समय नहीं रुक जाए.
सोफिया जी, आप जैसे हम लोग बात कर रहे थे सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स का, तो अभी जिससे आपसे बात करते हुए समझ आया कि हम लोग जो चीजें हमें लर्न करनी है और वैसे उनको भी लर्न करना है, तो उस तरह से वो प्लानिंग हम लोग करते हैं एंड देन वी कम. तो ये सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स का हम लोगों ने लिया. तो अब जैसे मान लीजिए अगर कुछ है तो इसको ग्रेसफुली सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स को कैसे एंड कर सकते हैं, मतलब हाउ वी कैन प्रोसीड फॉर दैट.
सो देखिए, एक तो होता है जैसे ह्यूमन बीइंग्स का सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कभी डेथ से खत्म हो जाता है, कभी बंधन टूट जाते हैं. तो यू नो, एक सपोजिंग आप एक मैरिज को लीजिए, दे फेल इन लव, दे मैरिड, बट समथिंग हैपेंड एंड दे कुड नो लॉन्गर स्टे टुगेदर एज अ कपल. सो their soul contract would have been that they had to learn for so many years, walk this path, and once the learning is over, they go their own ways.
Okay.
So at a very higher perspective, there is no good and bad, there is no right or wrong. You know, it's all a part of the learning. It's every step, either side of the yin and yang, day and night, it's all learning. So sometimes what happens, our animals get separated from us by death. Or they they go away in adoption if there is a problem with the family they cannot be with, or they would get killed in an accident, or they would get maimed, or kuch bhi ho sakta hai. Or it could be that the owner also dies. Anything, and they you know, बिखर जाती है वो energy. लेकिन जो भी animals, तो they, you know, have you ever seen how God is spelled other ways?
Yes,
D-O-G.
yes.
So maybe God has thought a lot, or the humans have thought a lot about naming God, but somewhere you can understand there is so much of wise divine energy there. So they have a way of, this is very important. I'm so glad you asked me, because इसके अंदर एक healing छुपी हुई है. So जब हम उनसे अलग हो जाते हैं, उनको तो मालूम है, I will tell you वो क्या करते हैं, लेकिन ह्यूमन बीइंग्स को क्या करना है, if they have gone away from life, we have to have a closing ritual. How we do for humans who are going or have
Right.
gone,
Right.
like how I had with Bumble the whole journey of passing transition. Then after that, the meditation with his body, then the respect with which his body was laid, and then after that, communicating with the soul who is no longer in our plane. And if at all there has been rejection from you at times, मे बी इच्छा करके या अनिच्छा से, कभी उनको ठीक से नहीं देखा, कभी रिजेक्शन हुआ, कभी अबैंडनमेंट हुआ, कभी उनको खाना नहीं दिया या कभी मारा या जो भी किया, जैसे ह्यूमन बींग्स के साथ होता है,
जी,
तो हमने उनसे अगर वो सोल प्लेन में है तो हमने उनसे डीप रिस्पेक्ट के साथ वी हैव टू आस्क फॉर फॉरगिवनेस, एंड दे आर सो ब्यूटीफुल बिकॉज द थिंग इज दे आर नेवर एंग्री विथ यू. I had a neighbor who used to actually ill-treat is a bad word, is not a good word. The worst form of ill-treatment. मारते थे, खाना नहीं देते थे, उसको फेंक देते थे इधर से उधर. छोटा सा पोमरेनियन रहता था, लेकिन जब ही वो आते थे, my daughter used to throw food from the top and she used to shout at her, तुम कौन हो देने के लिए खाना. Anyhow, but वो उसके ऊपर जंप करता था, इतना प्यार करता था, इतना लिक करता था और उसको फेंक देता था उठा के. तो द थिंग इज कि वो इतने फॉरगिविंग है, वो उनको एक्चुअली आपकी फॉरगिवनेस की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन ये हमने अपनी शांति के लिए और अपने अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए कि कभी कभी जब एक इंसान से दूर हो जाता है ना, चाहे डिवोर्स में या रिलेशनशिप टूट गई या झगड़ा हो गया या डेथ में, तब हमको याद आता है, Arey, they were so nice. We will never get somebody like this. They, they were the best. But it's over. It's gone. So it can happen with our animal friends that they have gone. But it's okay. We can ask. We can evolve. We can, embed and take those lessons and, make them a part of our life and share these with others. That's how we close that contract beautifully. And remember them with love, and remember them in different ways. You write about them, you talk about them, you do poetry about them, or you just play with them in the soul plane. During your meditation, you have a pet contact meditation where you're playing with them, and it's beautiful, and they will respond to you. Wonderful. And now to tell you, human beings, everybody has heard about this fight or flee response. When we are in trouble. And when we are in anxiety or when we are in deep, what you call chaos, we are, in a place where we don't know. मैं भागूं या मैं लड़ूं, मैं क्या करूं, and I'm frozen. मेरी energy अंदर से freeze हो जाती है, और तब मुझे समझ में नहीं आता, and my brain also kinds of, even all my, everything within me freezes. Right. And then slowly I cannot forget. I slowly come back to myself, but I can't forget my trauma. I can't forget the pain. Rather, I can't let it go. I can't forget it. We don't need to forget it, but I'm not able to move from there. My trauma, my pain, my sadness, whatever जो hurt हुआ मुझे या जो भी हुआ, मैं उससे आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रही. लेकिन animals का ये नहीं है. Right. Now, my teacher, Dr. Villaldo, had given us a lesson about fight or flee. And he said, you know what? This button is not there in us. ये जो कंप्यूटर का है, क्या हमारे जो कंप्यूटर में ये बटन नहीं है जिसको प्रेस करो और ठीक हो जाओ. तो तुम्हारे को जानवरों से सीखना है, अपने वाइल्ड एनिमल से सीखना है. ये बिल्कुल वाइल्ड की चीज है. So I will give you in a 2 lines. He told me about a real life incident where he has spent 22 years in the Amazon. Wow. He's a doctor who was heading a department, total proper medical doctor, जिसने सब छोड़ के 22 साल अपनी जर्नी की शामन्स के साथ में उनके साथ रहे, और आज वो जो भी है वो दुनिया को मालूम है. And I'm so grateful he is my teacher. And so he told us as we were sitting with him that आपके पास और मेरे पास नहीं है, और हम कैसे अपनी एनर्जी को, थेरेपी क्लास हो रहा था, कैसे आप एनर्जी को फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करोगे, तो आप वाइल्ड से सीखो. तो वो बोल रहे थे कि जब वो अमेज़न में थे, एक गैज़ल, a deer, baby deer was grazing and near a water. के पास कुछ ग्रास थी, वहां ग्रेस कर रहा था, पानी भी था, वो हैप्पी था. वहां से एक लेपर्ड आया, and this leopard wanted food, and so he started chasing this one, and she started running, and luckily this leopard gave up the chase. and they were following this. They would have maybe tracked the leopard. They were all the jungle people. They would have tracked. They would have seen. And what he told me the story is finally they could find that baby deer also. They could find where the leopard tracks are not there. And then he says, then we started studying about this. हम काफी सारी रिसर्च करने लगे कि क्या चीज है जो इनको एकदम से ठीक कर देता है. एंड देन दे अंडरस्टूड कि जब डेंजर होता है उनके अंदर दो ही चीज आती है, फाइट और फ्ली. एक फ्रैक्शन ऑफ अ सेकंड में वो डिसाइड हो जाता है. और अगर वो फाइट है तो खड़े हो जाएगा, चाहे मरे चाहे जिए, उसके साथ फाइट करेगा. और फ्ली है तो फ्ली, भागो, बस जान उठा के भागो. और जब वो डेंजर चले जाता है, यू नो व्हाट दे डू? कैन यू गेस एनीवन? What do they do? You guessed. What is it?
I have seen my dog. I have seen
Yes.
even animals.
Yes,
They shake
yes.
their body.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the fight or flee. That is the one, Shampa, and you're bang on. They shake their body and it's gone. And next moment they are playing, grazing, dancing, जो भी करना है उनको वो कर रहे हैं, उड़ रहे हैं, कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, वो उनके अंदर से चले गया. And this is what I taught my little grandson when he was just, starting to talk stories about the wild. And now when I'm upset or angry or his mother is or कुछ भी जो भी हो रहा है हमारे ड्रामा में, तो he'll come and say, Nanu, shake it off.
Wow.
Dadu, shake it off. Or Mama, shake it off. And he will make sure you shake it off, actually shake it off. And then this little one is telling you and you'll smile and you'll laugh and you will actually shake it off. And then his mother and I had an argument and she'll come and give her mother a hug. I'll give her a hug and say, okay, shake it off. And you'll have the family huggy. So it is, these wise beings who actually take this knowledge.
True.
And I also want to tell you, animals, babies of all kinds, like you've seen the picture, and Shampa so sweetly has explained about that. Shampa, I love the way you talked about that picture, is that we feel so safe.
Yes.
We feel so protected because वो बाहर से नहीं आ रहा है,
Yes.
वो हमारे अंदर से आ रहा है. So every baby is safe from within unless he has some horrible things have happened to. But even a very poor family ka baby or rich family ka baby doesn't matter. If they are in their baby essence, they are totally safe. They are fearless.
Yes.
And they can forget in a blink of an eye. They'll fall, they'll get up and they'll start walking. But the elder humans like us need to be reminded. Shake it off. So I hope today we can carry this beautiful lesson whenever we are feeling in this place. Shake, 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 shake. And there is a song, it's a pop song or a rap song which says shake, 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 shake. And it's beautiful. We can do this exercise every morning for 3 minutes. The song is 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes, and put it on you. Shake, 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 shake. So what happens is you shake all your energy. And your chakras also come in alignment when you shake, shake, shake. And you enjoy doing that because you're doing it to music. And it's wonderful. So that's it.
It's so
I'm
beautiful.
so happy, Shampa, you brought this up. Otherwise, I would have forgotten.
No, it was such an important thing. I just thought that I have to ask.
It's
Well,
wonderful.
Vibhaji is with us, and I know we are just heading towards the meditation. But Vibhaji, I would like to
Yes.
listen if you have some inputs and any question you want to bring forward.
Can we unmute the others also? They might want to also talk.
Sonia Rao is there. Yeah, Vibhaji is here. Yes, please. Vibhaji.
Asha is, why? Asha got muted.
Asha ji must be doing something, and then she will be back. Yeah,
Sonia can be unmuted, I think.
yeah. I have asked her. Yes, Vibhaji, please.
Right. Hi, Vibha.
It was so amazing to listen to you.
I wish I could see Vibha. Can I see her?
Yes, Vibhaji.
I'm not able to see her.
Vibhaji, if you speak a little louder, you will come because, yeah. Yes, Vibhaji. Now your voice is not audible.
Not
Yes, yes. Now
We
it
can
is.
hear.
the connection between all realities and reals. And yeah. So
Love
the
to you.
soul
Lot
contract-
of love to you.
Oh, thank you. So, Sophia, what I loved it, I mean, I really enjoyed listening to you is the soul contract. People do not usually understand how to close it and to complete it. And I
Yes.
love that. Shake it off. No question. question. It's just a gratitude I want to, offer to you, because while you were, describing your experience, and I wrote to Shampa, I want to know about soul contract from her. So that's what I want to thank you for that. And yes, thank you.
Thank you, Vibha. And we will be in touch and share many more beautiful moments together.
Yeah, and shake it off. We'll
Shake
shake
it
it off so much more. Definitely. Sure. Thank you.
ब्यूटीफुल सोनिया जी डू यू वांट टू ऐड कुछ आपको पूछना है या कुछ क्वेश्चन
Hi. I just want to thank you all for. Oh, sorry, who's speaking?
हेलो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, बहुत सुंदर था आज का सेशन, बहुत प्यारी थी विजडम। कोई कुछ शेयर करना चाहेगा अपने आज के विचारों के बारे में? किसी को कोई एक्सपीरियंस हुआ हो? ओके, तो फिर चलिए फिर कल मिलते हैं और किसी प्यारी सी विजडम के साथ। थैंक यू मास्टर्स, thank you Asha ma'am, thank you so much for this wonderful wisdom. Thank you all my masters and my husband. Thank you.